I'm bringing in India Today's Gaurav Sawant, who's live with us from Sderot in Israel. Gaurav, among the first Indian journalists to report from the epicenter of where the rockets had landed in Israel, where many of the casualties have taken place. He's now in Sderot, very close to the Gaza Strip. Gaurav, the aerial bombardments continuing relentlessly from the Israeli side. The big question now is when that big ground offensive is going to begin into Gaza, because we understand that's going to be where things are really going to change. What are you hearing from the ground?
Shiv, the question now is when and not if that ground offensive takes place, because now Israel has its systems completely in place, and right now we've fallen back on Ashkelon. This is the municipal office in Ashkelon. It's also very close to the police station, and this is where you notice that there are a number of soldiers, a number of police officers, a number of other officers who've all assembled here because some rockets fell just a short while back. While we were reporting from this point, there was a siren. There was a bomb alert. Everyone rushed into the bomb shelter that's right behind me. There you see the bomb shelter. People are still around because the threat still remains. But people have just come out, some for a smoke, some just to ease off, because imagine living under the threat of rockets falling at any time. So people also say enough is enough. We are not scared anymore, and we are coming out to once again rebuild our lives. Now rockets have fallen even in this area where we are, Shiv. But yet, if you notice that houses are being put together once again, people are returning to their localities. I want to show you that house, Shiv, that building on top. A rocket fell here, destroying this house. Now, this is also one area where Hamas had a free run, Shiv. Hamas terrorists had a free run in this locality, in this area. And now efforts are being made to ensure that that never happens again. So this is a two-pronged strategy. The first prong of that strategy is reinforce this area. What is happening right now? You perfectly described what went wrong, on the 6th and how Israel was overwhelmed. Now some of those lessons have been learned, and every locality is being strengthened. Every colony is being strengthened.
Yes.
The moment that happens, the breaches have now been completely covered. Shiv, you have the Israeli tanks deployed there, the armored personnel carriers deployed there, and then the forces are now amassed. The moment they get the go-ahead, they will go and occupy all the territory that is to be occupied to remain on higher ground and to take complete control of that area, Shiv, so that Hamas is not in a position to strike Israel ever again. That's what Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu said. That is what the soldiers on ground intend to do.
Gaurav, you're in the best possible position to throw some light on some of the most difficult questions. One of them is, where is the Hamas leadership? All this bombing taking place in Gaza may be bringing down those buildings, but there is an increasing sense that this is like a deja vu. The Hamas may be hiding somewhere else entirely. What is the sense you're getting about that?
You have minister.
Yes.
It's minister.
Yes. You're absolutely right. Where is the leadership of Hamas? Well, Israel says some has been taken out, including one of the deputy commanders of Israel. One of course, still is to be taken out, and some are hiding in Beirut. That, at least that is what intelligence inputs seem to indicate. But there are also ministers of the government who are now coming here and talking to locality people. Shiv, ministers on ground reassuring people that their issues will be sorted out. But that's at the civilian level. At the military level, the intelligence agencies say that all that they've taken out so far are the main control centers of the Hamas leadership, whether it's their logistics bases, their command and control sector, some centers where the fighters were. As far as the leadership is concerned, Israel's intelligence says some are in Beirut, some may have fled to Iran. Those on ground are being decimated.
Gaurav, one final question before I let you go, because I'm getting the sense that you might need to move from there. There's some movement over there. But, are there still attacks coming in from Gaza? Which means that there are still rocket positions over there. When we spoke to you a short while ago, we could hear the Iron Dome system activating. So there are still rockets being fired, that means.
Oh, absolutely. One rocket was fired just an hour ago when we were here. I was live and we had to rush in. In fact, I want to quickly have a conversation with Rika Shai. She is from Ashkelon. She's a political leader here in Ashkelon. And Rika Shai, are rockets still falling in your locality? What is this that we hear right now?
Unfortunately, yes, but these rockets always are falling in Ashkelon on the civilians that not armed, children, women, everybody is hurt here. Look at the building, nobody is free, walking free here.
But even today, rockets fell.
Yes,
even
yes.
today.
Even today, you have been in the, you hear the sirens,
Yes.
and you go inside the safe zone.
Yes.
So this is our reality every day, every night, all our lives is like this.
So if I may, there's one question that we in India are very curious to know.
Yes.
Why is it that Israel, with its best intelligence, with its best electronic intelligence, with its weapon locating radars, with operations going on from like Saturday, these operations started. So Saturday, Sunday, Monday, now Tuesday. Why haven't all those rocket firing locations been taken out?
Because we are the Israeli and we are very human. Because we are taking consider that there is in Gaza women, children. We let him go before we are bombing all the city of Gaza. So we are very human. They are not. They are very cruel. They slaughter children. They abuse women. They're doing something that animals did. Even not animals, devils.
So, and right now the threat remains to Ashkelon, to Esderot, where we had gone
Yes.
earlier. That threat still remains.
Yes, yes, always. It's our life. We live like this.
Okay.
And now it's a war. Now it's a war. It's a very difficult things now.
And all these ground forces, they will enter Gaza?
Yes, yeah, they enter, but they still waiting that everybody, that innocents can go to Egypt or go to other places before they hit the terrorists.
Okay, but all these troops are massed at the borders, they will go in.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Shiv, so that's the position on ground right now. Even when you and I were speaking, we could hear the Iron Dome, and just about an hour ago, 2 more rockets came in, but the Iron Dome system was able to take them out. The frequency has reduced, but the rocket attacks haven't stopped completely. Houses are still being destroyed. They're falling in fields, which means that their firing may not be as accurate as it was initially, but the threat remains. There still is clear and present danger in this part of southern Israel, Shiv.
Gaurav, thanks very much. Please stay safe. We're going to keep coming back to you. Gaurav, in a location that came under rocket attack just an hour ago. So stay safe, Gaurav. Try and take cover between your reports.